Another day means another video, people. I hope you're all doing very, very well today. And honestly, before we get into any kind of commentary, I just want to say thank you for the absolutely incredible support on the previous Raid Talk Through episode. It was out of this world. Honestly, we hit like 1.7k views, mad amounts of likes and comments and stuff like that. We've had quite a few people jump over to the Twitch stream, which if you're not already, guys, come follow me at twitch.tv/IMinimann. I stream 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. UK time, Monday to Friday. And yeah, like the support has just been absolutely incredible recently. I can't thank you all enough. But let's get into this raid because it is a spicy one. Honestly, lads, this gets a little bit crazy. I'm not going to lie. So straight away, you've seen I've spawned in. I've popped that SJ. I want to try and get up to Killa as fast as I possibly can. Because if you don't already know the little bug / glitch or whatever you want to class it as, at 23 seconds into the raid, so when the timer says 39:37 in the top corner, if you get a ping symbol, that means that the boss has not spawned in that raid. Okay, you can optionally just run to the extract or go about your raid in a different way. But if you are purely hunting bosses and you get a ping symbol, the boss is not there. So do what you want to do. I didn't get ping in this raid, which means push Killa. All right, you'll see that I hardly actually talk or anything in this raid. I don't even look over at my other monitor because I wasn't live streaming during this. I actually decided to do a quick Killa run whilst my girlfriend went for a nap one day, and I ended up needing to upload. I'm extremely glad I recorded. As you'll have seen from the thumbnail, we do get something pretty crazy from Killa. But yeah, this escalator, word of advice, don't run up this esky if you're hunting Killa. I'm an idiot. But anyway, we throw the grenade just in case he has spawned in the green shop to the right-hand side, or whether he has spawned into the shop just to my left here. And as we get to the top of the esky, we see a little Killa hunter go running into Sushi. We pick up the kill. And obviously, we are running a big old juicy Ash 12, one of the sexiest sounding guns in the entire game. But after picking up this kill, I hear some more footsteps to my left, and then I'm getting shot at from behind as well. I'm pretty sure the thing that's shooting me from behind is just another scav. Nothing to worry about too much, but still, you know, they might hit them crazy head taps. But I'm fairly sure that Killa isn't around this sort of area because he would normally light me up by now. Most of the time, guys, if you're running interchange and you don't get ping and you end up fighting people upstairs, they're normally going to be fairly undergeared. Like you see with this guy, he's got an SVD. Okay, cool. Nice, powerful weapon that's going to take down Killa quite easily. Other than that, GSSHs, crap armor. He's just, yeah, he's not there for PvP. He's there just to shoot the boss, grab the loot, get out. So you'll see here, I'm literally just throwing nades into the open. The reason I'm doing this is hopefully to get a voice line from Killa. I'm going to let this bit just play without me talking for a second, and then you'll hear how you find Killa. And there it is. There is the famous, like, Killa giggle, as I like to call it. He makes this weird, like, gale noise. And that's how, like, Killa's voice lines are totally different to the scavs. That's how you pinpoint him. He does have other voice lines, but he does seem to enjoy that one quite a lot. And you'll see that the guy went running and jumping across into that store. And as he tried to get in there, he actually ended up getting killed by Killa. I then spot a guy all the way down the hall, and then this guy pushes me. As he jumps up onto the desk, I hear the audio. So we go for the right peek, and we pick up the kill. It's a little bit of a weird play from him. I'm not going to lie. Jumping up onto there is a little bit strange, and obviously running this PKM, which later on in the video, you'll see why it was always going to be quite difficult for him to kill me with that gun. But yeah, we pick up the kill, and again, you'll see fairly undergeared. Got a couple of grenades on him and got a little Ratman rig, little Ragman. Just the standard Killa farming gear. But I've heard Killa, he's round to the left-hand side, because obviously that's where he's just killed the PMC that went running across a couple of minutes ago. But I'm still fairly concerned that there is another PMC further towards the back, sitting in sort of like the pizza shop. So the game plan at the minute, take it a little bit slow. We've got one more grenade to try and, like, suss out exactly where Killa's going to be. And as we're reloading, I'm like, right, okay, we're in a good spot. Let's throw this grenade. Let's work out exactly where he's going to be. So he shouts, bleh! Again, a different voice line. Not the same as a regular scav. And he is just spraying those BT rounds. And he's about to run at me. So what do? We go for the right peak. I realize the wall's in the way. So I'm like, right, okay. I'm going to run across. I use the free look as I've spoken about in many, many other videos. And you can just hear him Killa sliding. And as he runs past, boom. There we go. We pick up the Killa kill. Nice and easy, right? He just comes running at you. As long as you know where he is, you take up a good position. Let him run straight into it. But we have another player now. And I'm trying to take that right-hand peek. And I'm just going to let this fight play out. And, yeah. How am I alive? Like, seriously, guys. We do a little ring around the roses around the bookcase. And I somehow managed to survive. I'm an absolute nugget right now. I have lost everything. I'm in a very bad way. And now we have scavs approaching. And this is what I was saying about this gun. How was this guy ever planning to kill anybody? I was expecting a little bit of recoil. Honestly, just watch what happens. This is ridiculous. There's no door on this toilet, it turns out, when I'm trying to, like, find a door to lock myself in here. Scav opens. And I'm just bouncing all over the shop. That new addition that BSG have decided to add in where you can actually scroll and heal certain parts of your body is unbelievable, by the way. It's such a great addition. I try an ADS to kill this scav here. And what? I can't even see. I don't even know what's going on. And obviously at this point, guys, I want to loot Killa. I want to loot him. I don't want to get pushed by any player scavs. I don't want to get pushed by any other players. I don't want to get killed by anything else. Because I want Killa's loot. We finally pick off the scav, and it is time to try and grab that Killa loot. I think to myself, do I heal or do we just go for the loot? And I decided it's probably a smart idea to stitch my little belly back on, just so that I don't get dehydrated and stuff. Even though I got max metabolism, guys, it still messes up your stamina, stops you regenerating your stam. So I'm like, right, let's stitch my belly back on. I'm pretty sure I go ahead and stitch my leg back on as well. It's pretty mad to me sitting here thinking about it right now. During all of this, Killa is just laying there dead on the floor with that green key card. Obviously, you've already seen it in the thumbnail. Like, this is why killing bosses is so crazy. Because they can have this like absolutely insane loot, and you just don't know until you dive on that body. And at this point, I go to pop the CMS for my leg, and I actually hear more footsteps. And I'm just panicking at this point. I'm like, is this another player? Or am I going to be okay? Is it just a regular scav? Please don't one-tap me, etc., etc. So I'm pretty sure I do decide to stick the CMS. And what I'm doing right there, guys, is I'm using that tiny little window because it sounds like the audio is over near the hex that looks down. I'm using that tiny little window just to see if somebody's moving around over there. As soon as I realize that there's nothing over there, I'm assuming the person is downstairs. So I go to pop the CMS, then I hear more running. I'm thinking, yo, I've run out of CMS usages now, because the way this game works now, if you go to pop a CMS, guys, and you actually cancel it, the CMS still gets used. So I'm having a little look, trying to spot people. And in these shops, it can be so difficult, especially with the mannequins and things like that. But the way Tarkov is right now, you've got to just pay attention to every single little corner, every possible angle, because people are just waiting. It's crazy. But we finally decided it's time to jump on Killa and watch my face. Because like I say, I wasn't live at this point, guys. So I had nobody to react to, nobody to talk to. And I was just like, yo, what? Yeah. That was 42 million when I sold it, guys. 42 million. And I'm not going to show you the rest of the raid. We literally managed to get ourselves out. We go to the no bag extract. And what an absolute madness. Green key card. We turn into a nugget. And we still managed to survive. I've got nobody to talk to. Nothing to say. Other than thank you, guys. You're all incredible. Likes, comments, subs. Absolutely amazing. And I'll catch you in a bit.